Yo, what's up guys? Patrick here, and moving on to the next example, we got to simplify each of these expressions. So a little bit more practice dealing with finding like terms, simplifying like terms, distribution properties, etc., etc. So starting with number one, we got 6x minus bracket y minus 3x minus bracket 4y minus bracket x minus y. So to simplify these, what we want to do is slowly start getting rid of the brackets. So to get rid of this bracket, we would distribute the negative inside like that. And then before distributing this negative inside this whole bracket, what I'm going to do is first simplify this bracket as much as possible. So we'll have 4y. This negative I'm going to distribute to this inner bracket, so negative x plus y. Both signs change there. And so from here, we'll have 6x minus y plus 3x. Could have actually simplified these to 9x, but it's all good. I'll do it later. So we got 4y minus x plus y. These two are like terms. So 4y plus 1y gives us 5y. And then we got a minus x. And now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute that negative inside this bracket. I'm going to simplify both of those to be 9x. So we'd have 9x minus y, distribute the negative. So you got to be really careful here with your steps because it's really easy to slip up potentially. This negative here changes the signs for both of those terms. And so from here, 9x plus x, those are like terms. That would give us 10x. Minus y minus 5y gives us minus 6y. There's like a minus 1 in front here. Positive 1 in front right there. Right, so this here ends up being the answer to number 1. Now number 2, we got negative bracket 5xy minus the square root of xy minus bracket. We have a big bracket here, and then we got these two expressions that are subtracting. So this expression is 7 root xy minus 3xy minus bracket 9 root xy plus 5xy. Before getting into this, first thing I want to mention is that this xy and this square root of xy, those are not like terms, right? The square roots are like terms, but this and this are not like terms because if you remember, for them to be like terms, the exponents have to be the same. So this here, these variables have exponents 1 and 1, while these ones, the square root, that's like xy to the power of a half, which is like x to the half, y to the half. Right? Bringing back exponent rules. So this is the same as this. And then notice that these exponents are different than those ones. Hence why those are not like terms. Okay, so from here, knowing that, let's start getting rid of these brackets. So this would be negative 5xy plus root xy. There's like a plus 1 in front there. And then we'd have minus, I'm going to put a square bracket here. Now, because there's nothing in front here, there's like a positive 1, we can just get rid of this bracket actually. So we'd have 7 root xy. We can't get rid of this bracket because we still have to distribute that negative inside this entire thing. But this bracket here, there's like a positive 1 in front there, right? So we could just get rid of it. So that would be minus 3xy. Everything would stay the same. It's like we took positive 1, multiplied it by these. However, here, this negative in front of this bracket is going to change everything. So we'd have minus 9 root xy minus 5xy. Like that. Right? Both of these signs are going to change. And then we got closing off that square bracket. So notice that we went inside this large bracket, got rid of the inner brackets. And then from here, kind of cutting it close here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this the same. I'm going to simplify this bracket first before distributing the negatives. So notice we got 7 root xy minus 9 root xy. That would give us negative 2 root xy. Then we got minus 3xy minus 5xy, which would give us minus 8 xy, like that. Let me just block this off here. Right? So simplify this, and now we could distribute this negative inside the bracket, and so both of those signs would change. So we'd end up having negative 5xy plus root xy plus 1 root xy. This would be positive 2 root xy, positive 8 xy, like that. Right? Both of those signs change because we took that negative, distributed inside the bracket. And now, like terms, this and this, that would be 3 root xy, right? We add the coefficients in front. And then negative 5xy plus 8xy would give us positive 3 xy. Maybe another way this could be shown, we could factor out the 3. If this was maybe like a multiple choice test, you never know. That could be another answer for this. But most likely in your textbook, that would be the answer right there. All right, so that's the answer to number 2. Now moving on to number 3, we got negative in front of this large bracket. So what we're going to do, we're going to simplify everything within this large bracket and then distribute that negative after. And then within that large bracket, we got negative 2 bracket, negative bracket x minus 4y minus 3z minus bracket 5y minus x. So going in steps here, I'm going to keep the negative 2 outside. I'm going to simplify this other square bracket. I'm going to start by distributing that negative inside, negative x plus 4y minus 3z. Close that off, so we got rid of this. And then what we could do, we could actually get rid of this bracket now. We could just distribute that negative inside. So we'd have minus 5y plus x, and then we still have that large bracket on the outside, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to continue this up here. So what's going to happen, so going over here, we're going to have negative. This actually doesn't simplify. Notice all of these are not like terms, so we could actually distribute the negative 2 inside. So negative 2 times negative x gives us positive 2x minus 8y plus 6z. Right, after we take that negative 2, distribute it everywhere, notice the signs change to a positive, negative, to a positive. And then we got the minus 5y plus x, close bracket. And so from here, we can actually simplify that. 2x plus x, that would give us the negative still in front. We got 3x, so those go away. Negative 8y minus 5y gives us negative 13y. Those go away, and then we got plus 6z. And then finally, we got to distribute that negative inside this final bracket. None of these are like terms, can't simplify any further, so we'd have negative 3x plus 13y minus 6z. And this may be in the solutions in a different order because we're adding and subtracting. You could put them in different orders. And yeah, that's it. That's the final answer. So with these kinds of questions, be careful with the steps, be careful with the negatives and the distributing.